Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Today, we're going to give you a highlight on how you can apply to Hungary scholarship. This is a government scholarship provided by the government of Hungary. It's called Stipendium Hangaricum. Let's take an advantage of uh, how we can submit our application. First of all, let's see. Uh, we'll see on the application timelines. We'll also see on the eligibility requirement, and we'll actually go through uh, the application process. So on the application timeline, this scholarship, the application window is open from 16th of uh, from 15th of November 2022. That is like that's more than a week ago. And the deadline for submitting your complete application will be on the 16th of January 2023. So you need really to work hard within this period, uh, within this window of almost 1.5 months or 2 months. So the starting of your studies in Hungary will be on September 2023. Kindly note that if you have you are aiming to apply and you have some other issues to do, just make sure that if you are qualified for it, you'll be required to be in Hungary by September 2023. Eligibility requirements. What are the really requirements that you have to, what are the really requirements that you should have so that you can apply for this scholarship? The first requirement is that you should not be a Hungarian citizen. Also, you should be at least 18 years old by the next year, August 31st. Also, you should be nominated by the sending partners. Uh, the sending partners, these are uh, they are selected by either your government or the Ministry of Education in your government. Some of them they've been uh, those countries they have their sending partners, so you should be not dominated by those sending partners. Also, the applicants must have a citizenship as that of their sending partners. So if you are a Tanzanian and you are currently residing, let's say currently residing in Kenya, you can actually not use the Kenyan sending partner to submit your application. So you have to go back to Tanzania to do that. By seeing on the how what are the application requirements, uh, let me also take you back again to actually what this scholarship covers. This scholarship is actually available for the bachelor's, master's, and for PhD applicants. It actually covers the tuition fee, medical insurance, and the contribution in monthly stipend. Uh, while you are selected, you will be sure that your tuition is covered, your medical insurance is covered, but monthly stipend is contribution. It actually does not cover uh, the living cost in Hungary. Also, the accommodation, I think they have also contributed some amount in the accommodation. Now, this scholarship accepts uh, applicants from 80 countries around the world, so you really need to go through through these guidelines through their website to see if your country is among those 80 countries. Also, so let me take you on their benefits, the benefits of of this scholarship. Uh, so for master's degree and for bachelor degrees, uh, you will be you will be exempted from tuition fee. You will be given a monthly stipend, but this is as I have said, it's just a contribution. So you should have another source, or you should aim at working in Hungary as a student. Also, there is accommodation contribution, uh, but if you're staying at the dormitories, meaning it's free. But if you are aiming at living outside the dormitories in a private accommodations, so you'll have amount of 40,000 as a contribution to that rent cost. So, but this is actually, they are actually mentioning that this won't cover, it will not cover the full amount of rent cost. Another thing is medical insurance. They will provide you medical insurance. So this is actually uh, for even for the PhD program. They do the same, but the only difference here is the amount of the scholarship that you will be receiving, either in monthly stipend. I think it's only on the monthly stipend where the amount is going to differ. So those are the benefits that you will receive while not really. Let's see on the documents required before we can go through the application process. So these are the actually the documents that you are required to submit doing this while you are applying for this scholarship. One of the document is your motivational letter. Uh, this letter is usually it depends, but here they only need at least should be at least one page. Uh, uh, the motivational letter must be written by yourself and about why are you applying to for this scholarship? Why would you like to study this program? Why are you choosing Hungary for your study abroad journey? Or you can also include why are you choosing a particular university. So you should really uh, take a good take a good care while writing the motivational letter. It's a part of the selection, so it should be written well. It should be crafted well. So apart from that, you will have to submit your educational background documents like your degree certificates, your transcripts from all the schools that you have been. Let's say you are applying for an undergraduate program, for an undergraduate program. So if you're applying for an undergraduate program, make sure that your higher school diplomas are ready for you to upload them. Make sure you have your transcript for high school diploma. If you have them, they can be good. Also, if you have your uh, continuous assessment grades, those I'm not so sure if some other countries or some other parts of the world they have that, but you should have uh, uh, something, the documents that is showing your educational background. If you're applying for masters, you should include your undergraduate degree or your undergraduate transcripts for for for, for, for filing out in the scholarship application. Apart from that, here they are saying school reports, which I've already mentioned, and the university transcript, which I've already mentioned, so it should be there. But on language proficiency, another thing is about language proficiency. Language proficiency, this depends with the country. Some countries do not really need to submit language proficiency, proof of language proficiency, but some countries you really need to provide language proficiency. It also depends on the university that you're applying. Some university really uh, require you to submit language proficiency, and some they don't. So this part, it depends on the university and it depends on the country that you're coming from. So if this document is missing, you can, if your documents are not available at the time of filling out the scholarship applications, applicants must submit a declaration about the missing documents. So either this document is missing, but you really need to submit your application, you can still apply by submitting a declaration document the declaration document about this missing document. Another very important is to have your either submit your copy of your passport along with the documents or the copy of your ID. They will really ask in the application process that which document are you going to submit. Uh, 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 the other documents that you need to submit is a medical certificate. It should be taken not less than uh, not uh, not not earlier than 15th of November 2019, and it should be from any hospital. And they should use a certificate that a particular hospital uses or a particular physician issues. So really there is no formality of or there's no a specific guide of the medical certificate that is available on this scholarship. So any certificate that the particular hospital can offer, it will be very suitable. In that way, uh, they've mentioned here some of the diseases that they rate. Letter of recommendation will be needed so that you can should be needed to be submitted. So really, you really need to talk with your previous either your previous professors or your previous workplace people to recommend you to really write something good about you that can be helpful for you or your admission. Now let's see on how we can start our application. Uh, uh, okay. So the first thing when you are starting your application is to register, to do the registration. So let's say I am okay, that's my first name. So let's say you're doing the registration and also first name. So I'm going to select one so that I can proceed from there. But if you are really new, you will have to put some details and they will definitely send you an email, a confirmation email where you can activate your account. Many people miss out not checking that email. So they try to fill out the form, they try to register themselves, but after registering, they are not going back to their email to see if there is an activation email. So they find themselves trying to log in without being admitted to the application process. So you really first need to activate, then you can log in for continuing to apply to the program. So I'm selecting this is how it will look when you're now uh, when you are now in the application process. The first thing you need to do is to find the program that you're applying for. So go to your right, to your left-hand side and select the program. Let's say I want to apply for a master degree. Okay, I want to apply for selected here master. Which academic year? It's 2023-2024 academic year. Check the rest. What type of study mode that I'm going to see? It's full degree study or partial or exchange degrees. For because I don't have any, I want to be full degree study, so I'm checking the partial. Here, what language of study do I need? Am I going to study in English, Hungarian, German, or combination of Hungarian English? I really don't know other languages, so I'm going to choose English. But if you know the other languages, you can select according to your preferences. But most courses in Hungarian are for the English. So I'm checking the rest in the English. I want to study math. That's my program. So it will prompt me here. Let's say there are a lot of universities here. You can see Masters of Biology, different universities. So I want to select each program. So I'm going to select the University of Depression. Here. So yes, clone my previous recommendation. No, I want to start afresh. I don't want to use my previous application. So I have so I'm going to start afresh so you can see what I'm going to do. So now start afresh. So this is actually how it will look like. So you will see there is on the left hand side there is priority profile, contact, education details, language, employment activity, residency, motivation, documents that you need to submit, the checklist, and the others. So uh, first you need to go through the priorities, what they are talking about, and then see what uh, what do they really want on the particular application. Don't skip reading. Please read careful on the guidelines, application guides. Read careful. Uh, Here I've only selected one degree program, but I can really add another degree program because uh, this scholarship allows you to select at least two. No, to select only two, not at least, only two degree program. You can select one degree program in two different universities, or you can select two different programs in two different universities. It's all about you to do that combination, but you can actually add another choice. So, but I'm not going to add another choice. So I will go to next page. The next page will take me to my profile. So I have to fill my details like given names, middle names, full names. I'll have to select which identification document I'm going to submit. Either I'm submitting passport, so it will here the passport details will pop up. If I'm submitting an ID, also the part of an ID will be compulsory to fill out of an ID card. So so after that, you'll fill all this like gender, your citizenship, your country of residency, uh, your parents' information, your birth dates, country of birth. So all these details you need to fill them very carefully. So just in highlight, the identification document that you're going to submit, make sure you fill those details in the submit a scanned copy of that document. So then we go here. There is a formal photo where you can upload your photo. So just upload the photo will come here. So this is how you're going to do it. Then I'll take you to next. On the next, you have to fill the contact informations like your email, your telephone number, your address. So all these you have to fill them out, your province. So you have to be careful filling them out because they are all compulsory. As you see, their still shows that they are compulsory. Then after filling that, you go to next page is where you fill now your educational details. If you're applying for a master degree like us, we have selected there, you will have to fill the level of undergraduate first. You will fill what have you studied, the status, have you completed that degree or you're still, have you completed or you're still doing, you are still doing the degree. So you have to show everything. Now, the program name that you're studying currently or you've studied before, the financial sources that you use to finance your education, everything you have to fill them. Your average GPA, your maximum GPA that you got. So all these are the required details. Uh, uh, let's say you apply for master degree and you want to you have studied let's say one or two undergraduate degrees, so you can add another block here, or you can also add your high school, which I don't see it's necessary for a person who is applying for a master degree or a PhD degree to include his high school education, but you can really do that if it's really necessary. Also, apart from that, there are some questions that we really need to fill out. Like here, they're saying, have you ever studied in Hungary higher education institutions? If yes, you select yes. If no, most of us is no, so you select no. Have you ever been a scholarship holder in Hungary? If yes, you select yes. But if no, like us, you just have to fill no. I've never been a holder. I've never been a scholarship holder in Hungary. Another thing, they are also asking, are you a self-financed student? Uh, are you a self-financed student in Hungary? So meaning, are you there studying in Hungary, but you are self-financing yourself, and now you want to apply for the particular scholarship? So you select those. Then you're going to the next page. Uh, it's where you have to put your language, your native language. You can set as many languages as you want, as those you know. Would you like to perform your studies in Hungary at a selected full degree program? You can select yes or no. Like of course, there we have chosen course taught in English, so we can select no. I would not like to study in Hungary at my full degree program. So it depends actually on your preferences on how you will study. But okay, you may find that this application is lengthy, so you need to take a break. You can actually save as a draft. Okay, so saving as a draft means you're storing your previous data. So your previous field data will be saved. Okay, so that is when you want to take a rest or you want to complete this application the next time. So you will save as a draft and you will actually see it when you come to my application. You will find that I have the application is still a draft, so I still have an application. I can still continue by editing that application. So we were actually in the language, so I'm continuing the next, which is employment. So here you can fill, uh, please, they're saying please only state 4 to 5 of your previous or your current positions that you held. So actually you can fill the employment from the most recent to the least recent. and that relates to your work experience. So after that, you can go to activities, activities or extracurricular activities. It's actually underrated, but uh, in my side, I feel like it's a very important part while you are applying for a scholarship. Uh, a scholarship does not actually always look on your grades. So they look on various things, your grades, your interactions, your hobbies, your interactions with others, how you can make connections with them, how you can be valuable to that particular country. How do you interact with the culture? So all extracurricular activities that you have, kindly include them. Kindly include them. Some people they are good at, let's say, singing. Some people they're good, let's say, playing football. You include them if you have something to back it up. Let's say you're good at music, you sing, so many you can actually add that are good at singing. And if someone who is good at singing, maybe you might have a TikTok account where he used to sing, or you might have a YouTube account where he used to where he put it his work there. So you really need to see on those things how you can present them, but they are really really helpful. Some people they might some people they have let's say the certifications, let's say best footballer, let's say participated in this, so you should really include them. Let's say you've been attending some seminars, some conferences, all those they fall on the activities. So kindly include or list them. It would be very helpful to you. After that, you can go to the residency. The residency, this shows your past residency with exact dates. So you have to include where you were staying previously or where you are now. Uh, so you include there. The other part is motivation, which we have spoken it earlier. Take you through it. So here they've given actually the points that might help you to answer this question. Why you choosing to apply to this program? Why did you apply to study in Hungary? What do you expect to gain from your studies? Uh, why does your background, what, why does your background make you a suitable candidate? Really, you have to show them what makes uh, you a suitable candidate so they can select you actually for the particular scholarship. How does your proposed study relate to a particular development challenges or needs at the global, national, or even local level? It's uh, if this is for people who are applying for PhD, they actually have to submit the proposal for their studies. So you have to, to, to incorporate it in also in your motivation. How will you apply your new skills and qualification in future? So you're going there to study, so you will acquire some new skills, you will acquire some new qualifications. How are you going to apply them in your future? How and what challenge would you expect to encounter while studying in the foreign countries? And how would you how are you prepared to tackle those challenges? So that is actually your motivation, and it should not be more than 4,000 characters. Uh, should not be more than 4,000 characters. So you have to work hard on this part of motivation, as it is a goal to introduce your background and to support your application. So let's see, the next is documentation. On documentation here, you will have to submit all those documents, uh, motivation letter, your proof, meaning you will go back, your proof, uh, language proficiency, school certificates, transcripts of record, passport, or your ID. So this is where you can actually upload them. So on uploading, you can only upload up to uh, yeah, you'll be uploading them either one by one, or you can make them in a one folder. It's really good, as I said, if you're applying for, if your hobbies, you have hobbies in, let's say, in singing music, you can actually apply your portfolio where your audios or your videos can be found. So all those things you have to check. Then you'll now you are actually in the part of checklist, because I didn't uploaded any documents. So here there are some checklists where you will see the mark tick if you have submitted information source. They're saying please let us know how you found the information that led you to apply for this scholarship. So this is other things that you can really do after completing all your filling the details of your applications, and you are satisfied of everything that you have submitted, or you went through correct, you can actually submit your application by clicking the button of submit. So by submitting, meaning you agree with everything. So that is the end of this video. I hope you have learned something, how you can actually apply to Hungarian government scholarship. And I hope to see you in the other videos. Please kindly subscribe to our channel for more information on how